The JD and JD Pardo must stand for just delivered, because he's delivered like a postman who's always on time, because he's talked about it. He's finally going to deliver it in the new year, 2024. Are you ready for this?
Wouldn't that be like a postman not on time because he said he's going to do it for so long he hasn't done it?
Maybe, right, but you know what? He says he had a bad cold, and just like everyone else who works a 9 to 5, when you've got a bad cold, what do?
You lie in bed and you cry yourself to sleep.
Yep, and then the holiday. So he says he's going to be hooking up with a couple of people in the new year to do some interviews. So no Q&A, simply interviews.
What's that got to do with a Q&A? Why the fuck can't people just ask questions on Twitter and he answers them? It's not rocket science. It's not difficult. The guy's been saying he would do it since the end of the show. Now, I get it. They had the whole strike thing. That strike thing's been lifted for a while now. Yep. There's no excuse. He could do Q&As and do interviews. The guy just doesn't want to talk about Mayans, and I personally think he's watched the last episode of it and went, holy crap, that was bad. I ain't talking about that shit.
No, I think you're right. I think it's a simple
What is all the talk about? His character that got fucking jobbed out. They're all making it as if Easy was the rat when everyone at the club was guilty of some shit. I mean, you've got Bishop, who wasn't clean, tried to kill all his brothers. You've got Tassa taking up the ass. You got Hank, who got shot in the knee and just fucking cried for 2 full seasons like a little bitch. Angel, ratting and betraying the club since day one. Gilly, affiliated with Angel, so guilty by default. No, I mean, fuck them all.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I think
Easy did more for the club than anybody. The only guy whose conscience is clear that was still alive at the end is Alvarez.
Yeah.
That's it. He's the only guy that no one can say, hey, you ain't done any shady shit, eh?
We always talk though about how in the Mayans they never had brotherhood, and I think it transcended it into the actual acting as well. Because see Sons, they always do like Comic Cons together. They felt like it actually was sad when it ended. When this show ended, it was almost
everybody
like
went their separate ways. Michael Orby's probably not even made eye contact with JD Pardo since it fucking finished.
Well, I mean, he'd have to look fucking pretty high to.
He would. He'd have to get a sore neck to look up. But I mean, Michael Orby, you got the feeling that as soon as he'd finished this last scene, he rode on his wee Harley with stabilizers, and he rode off.
All they did was bash the show. I don't blame them. I think the show went off the rails, and I think if they want to, then fair enough.
Like I think the show was poor, and I don't really mind Michael Orby bashing it as much because I do think they just fucked up Bishop's character. But there's a lot of people that, as good as their acting career will get, is this show.
Angel Rosario Jr. He's also in Tulsa King. Make that one out.
Yeah, look,
how's this guy getting roles with Stallone?
There's some people that owe this show their career. Okay, there's some people that will just not go on to have better roles than what they had here. I mean, and that's fine. But it is very strange that just like nobody really wants to talk about Mayans. It's almost like they're ashamed of what they've done. It's like they want it to go away. Sons, I didn't get that feeling. I feel like the actors and actresses that were in Sons were proud of their time on the show. And are happy for people to like Kim Coates. I mean, he knows that if he goes to a Comic Con, people want to see Tig. They don't really want to see Kim Coates.
Yeah, you see these people though, like Sons, they reference it like every day. Like if you look at their tweets and all, he's like, "Oh, love from Tig," etc. See these, like obviously Sons is bigger than Mayans. We're not here to debate that, but I think if Sons had a strike, they'd have been champing at the bit to talk about it. Like,
yeah.
But with this, it's like, oh well. And I just don't really understand why it got that way. Was it just simply they opened up the script and went, this is fucking shite?
And unfortunately, this Q&A is pretty much dead now. Like, JD Pardo, he's leaving it later, and it's getting to a stage where no one's going to care. Yeah. I mean, I remember we were looking really forward to this Q&A because we wanted to hear his thoughts on the show, but
about Creeper. Oh, Creeper. Big plans. Creeper, I didn't kill him.
Yeah, we wanted to... he was going to reveal what Easy... He could have said Easy didn't betray Creeper and that Easy had some sort of other plan, and JD Pardo was hinting at the fact that it wasn't Easy that killed Creeper or gave the green light for Creeper to die. But we're getting to a stage... Well, I wouldn't say we're getting to a stage. I'd say we're already past the stage where like nobody cares. I mean, JD Pardo could come out and give us the most convincing like reasoning as to why Easy wasn't the one who killed Creeper, and it'd be like, well, show was still shit, you know. So it's like, it is what it is. This Q&A is just long overdue, and I get it. There was a strike on, But still,
if he felt so passionate, right, about defending his character Easy.
fuck the strike.
No, but if he felt so passionate about Easy,
No, but what? No,
he would have already discussed these things.
fuck the strike.
Yeah, the strike's done.
What? No, why couldn't he? Why couldn't he have done a Q&A during the strike? I don't give a shit.
Oh, because we gotta support our brothers.
Well, I think if this was really important, we would have seen the Q&A literally within the first 48 hours of the strike being lifted. But we still haven't seen anything. It just tells me that JD Pardo's moved on. He's probably doing other things now.
The strikes end in what, October? And then he says he got a bad cold. How long for, son? 2 months?
Maybe.
Big, bad, scary president got the cold and he fucking tapped it.
Coco got the cold in season 3 and it lasted a long time.
Very true, but...
I gotta get some more of those painkillers, Essie.
I mean, let's talk about who's he going to hook up with in the new year to do some interviews with.
I couldn't care less.
Clayton Kadarius. He's joined a new TV show I've seen today for season 3. Can't remember what it's called. But like you said earlier, most of these people, this is the best it'll ever get for them.
And I don't mean JD Pardo. I actually think he will go on and get decent roles, and I think his stock will rise because of Mayans. But there's a lot of people that Mayans is the best it's going to get. The guy that plays Hank, you are not doing better than Mayans. Guy that played Taza, you're not doing better than Mayans.
I know what I think the proof of that is, though, right?
The person that played Emily, I'd be shocked if she got a bigger role than what she currently had in Mayans.
See, as much as I like Alvarez and Happy, their acting skill, I mean, Emilio Rivera's better than David LaBrava, right? But let's just talk about Happy, for example, first. He's not an actor.
No, he's not a big range.
But seeing it came to this show, he looked a step above everybody else.
He did. He did, and that's...
Emilio Rivera's a step above him. But seeing Sons, you wouldn't have said he was anything special in terms of his outrageous acting ability. Now, the character is.
No, I love Alvarez, but yeah, in Sons, like Emilio Rivera, he doesn't come across as, he's an amazing actor. Like, he's not Ron Perlman levels, but in this show, he felt like he was a fucking god compared to everyone else. Anyway, guys, that's it. I actually like JD Pardo. Unblock us on Twitter, big man. And we can you can do the Q&A with Fog Entertainment.
Yeah,
there you go.
You could.
I'll extend the olive branch. Unblock us, and we'll do your Q&A.
Give us 50 G's up front, and then another 50 when we upload it. All right, big man.
I'm sure he'll sort that out.
We'll plug your movie Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal.
There you go.
It's coming out in March, I believe. But anyway, guys, till next time.
We'll keep the pipeline going.
Oh yeah, peace. And we won't forget about it. We'll deliver on it. We won't go to some UFC master's house and then just scrap that storyline. This is our house. This is the Fog House.